So I put up a couple of uploads last week. I believe I did 3. And I got a really nice response on those videos. So first off, I just want to thank everybody, all my loyal viewers and subscribers that come to every video that I upload, even when it was far and in between when I would do the uploads because I was busy at work or just had a lot of things going on. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I really do appreciate it. You guys, it's very motivating to still see the same names come and leave comments and likes and still interact on Twitter. I just want to say, last week was a little bit of an eye-opener. It really kind of shows that when you do put just a little bit of effort into the content and the words that you're saying and the people that you're directing it to, it really can go a long way. Just an example of that is the upload I did on Friday night where I just mentioned Tabor Hill, just mentioned one of his vlogs and about a comment that I made on his video and that he replied, and that I didn't keep the dialogue going, and I kind of use that as an example for that video of that I'm going to try to do more of reaching out to people and I guess being a little bit more personal with people, both on Twitter and in videos as well. I think what you're going to see is I'm going to try to maybe do more response type videos to certain people or certain creators that, sometimes when you try to reach out to people on Twitter, it may not exactly be the best avenue to take. Either, you just kind of get lost in their feed or, they just kind of scroll right past you. But I think what I might try to do, and I don't mean by adding them in the title so that they get spammed every time somebody likes it. I guess depending on the situation. I know there was once where I did a response to Drifter and he kind of said that, well, if I wanted him to see it, I should have done that in the title. So if there's anything I ever want Brad to see, I'll just, remember and do that. And if he has something to say for it, I'll just go back and get that comment and say, well, this is what you told me to do. But, Tabor Hill, I just simple, I was just, where was I? I think I just got done with dinner. I was just sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be annoying about it, but I'm just going to throw this to him. I'm just going to say, listen, your interaction with me on your video kind of motivated me to do this video. You kind of don't have to watch the whole thing. About halfway through, I mentioned you. Excuse me. And that was it. I really didn't expect anything of that sort, but he replied. He watched it. He replied. He said that he watched the whole thing. He appreciated it. He enjoyed it. He liked the video. He retweeted it. He even followed me on Twitter. I mean, that's a perfect example of like what I'm talking about. Like, it's not so much to just be nice, but it's also your approach. And you guys saw a perfect example of it. So I'm not going to go too much more into it. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but it's going to be kind of like my theme going forward. Be a little bit more personal, both on comments and on Twitter. Reach out to people, not just be one of those people who just, kind of watches. I know people who are on Facebook, and I do have Facebook, but I literally do not use it. I'll log into it once in the morning under my personal account, basically just to see if anybody I know died, if anybody I know got arrested, if anybody I know's family member died or something like that, and then I log off and I'm done. Literally 7 minutes, I'm done. I do have my IRISnGEN account, and I have a page that I use to kind of share my content. I mean, literally, I use Google Plus, I use Facebook, I use LinkedIn, if you could believe it or not. Just to get my content out across all. VidMe, another example, and I basically put everything out at the same time. I try to share it to all of them at the same time. But I know people who literally have Facebook and like they never comment. They never post anything. They literally watch other people's posts and lives as if it's like reality smartphone TV. It's like weird. It's so weird to me. But I think I'm just going to be a little bit more, be involved with people. If somebody tweets something out, reply to it. If they don't reply to me, that's all right. Maybe the next one they will, and you guys do that to me too. You guys see me do tweets, reply to it. I try to reply to everything. I try to reply to every comment. I try to reply to every tweet. I do the best I can. I'm gonna keep doing that until it's physically not possible for me to do it. I know in one of my videos I talked about, you know, at some point you must grow to a certain size and get certain amount of comments where it's just not manageable. But you know what? I'm willing to try to find out what that number is for me. You know, everybody's different. Maybe some people can manage 50 to 60 comments on every video. Maybe some people can manage 300 to 400. You know, but I'd really enjoy it, and I want to see what that number is for me, what my breaking point is. So that's almost 6 minutes of that. I'm going to end it with this. You guys know I've talked in videos in the past about little projects that I do, and I'm going to get some pictures. I'm going to throw them up there in the background. Not too sure what kind of gameplay I'll put in the background, but there will be something. But on top of that, I'm going to put a couple of pictures of a little project I'm starting. I have a home. It's like a home office. It's a very small room, not big, but it kind of just needs an updating. My wife just, you know, kind of got tired of it. The chair she uses is not very comfortable. You'll see in the picture, the PC's not in a great area. It could just be done a million times better. And from all the remodeling that I've done so far over the course of, you know, 20 years of owning a house, selling a house, buying this house, fixing this house up, you know, every project you do, you learn a little bit as you go along the way, and you get better, and you kind of hone your skills and until you're comfortable taking on, you know, projects. So something like this is really nothing for me. Basically, you kind of see there's like that desk. I ripped that out. There's cork board on the walls for whatever reason that was actually painted over. So I ripped that all out. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna nice fresh paint, patch everything up. You know, get a nice modern desk that she can use with a nice chair. I'm gonna mount that's a 24-inch Dell monitor. I'm gonna mount that to the wall. You know, hopefully it's good enough for my wife. I hope it's not going to be like too far away from her. And that's about it. But I'm going to kind of keep you guys updated on the progress of how it's going. Where I'm at right now is I've basically just ripped everything down. I ripped that desk out, ripped down the cork board. You know, some nails were button out, so I kind of popped them out, put screws in. For the most part, everything's in really good shape. So it's a matter of just sanding everything down, getting everything smooth, and then patching it with some compound, get that all nice and smooth, prime it, paint it, pretty much done. So it shouldn't take me too long at all. So I like doing these. You know, I'd really like to do it as a vlogish type thing, and maybe that's something I'll do at some point. I'm just not comfortable to get in front of the camera yet. I hope you guys will bear with me. I'm getting closer and closer, especially with the Pokemon stuff that I'm going to be doing, because as you're streaming like through YouTube gaming, and since it's on your phone with the camera on the phone, I mean, basically I could just turn it on anytime and you can see me while I'm streaming Pokemon. So that'll be, you know, probably the first time you guys are going to see me, or, you know, I might throw something up there with a face reveal on here on YouTube, because I know a lot of you have been with me for a long time. I know it's something that I've wanted to do, so bear with me. It's coming. I just got to get a little bit more comfortable with it. Now that I'm getting back into these normal routine with these commentaries, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable in front of the mic. Being able to talk, you know, for 10 minutes really isn't the issue, but just getting the topics to talk about, and it's just going to come a little more natural. So that's it for that. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are working on any home projects at this point, if you are handy. You know, I consider myself, I would say, an average home person that can do the work on their own home. I am lucky enough where I have a couple of buddies that are electricians, and they're also very good carpenters. So really, I can reach out to them at any time, and they can help me with things, with anything electrical, or, you know, things that I might have to do with some wood or framing outdoors, or windows or stuff like that. And also like tiling, I'm so comfortable doing. I love doing tiling. Some people hate it, but it's almost like a weird passion for me. I love cutting the tile. I love grouting it. I love seeing the lines be perfect when I'm done. So, and eventually when I get, maybe I'll do like my setup where I am, my little man cave. You guys, I'll show you the tile floor, and you can see how that came out, and let me know. So that's about it for this one, everyone. Again, I appreciate all the support. Hope you guys made it this far. Watch time counts, click-throughs counts. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.
a good day's work.